Next installment, I got my shifter mounted in there. Actually, the way the gated shifter was on the bike, it hung way out here. I altered it and tilted it in so that when I close this console in, I can cover it up. But this is right up in the center. Easy to reach from my seat. Got my coolant lines for the radiator. They're tied back in. I just got done welding in my my tie-in for my steering. That goes to the steering stem. I doubled the strength of the steering stem. I actually put a piece of 3/4 inch pipe. It's called handrail. It's not pressure tested, but it goes all the way from top to bottom. It got welded all the way around the top, and then I drilled a couple plugs down there where that bracket bolts in, and welded those in so that it's actually welded through it and clear into the center support stem. I'm getting ready to start building brackets for my rack and pinion. At least I'll get the rack and pinion mounted. I'll probably have to build the drag link tomorrow. But this is tonight's exploits. We'll move on from here. Alright, I'll show you. This doesn't look like much, but this is going to be my mounting bracket for my rack and pinion. That's just the right amount of offset that I need to offset my rack gear onto the frame. I wish I had a second set of hands, but this is going to get welded into that tube, and then I'll transfer the bolt pattern to both of those. That's just how much offset I need. Set it in here. It can't just go square. It's got to have enough offset to jive with this arm. I'll get it welded up and get it tacked in, and then I'll show you. Alright, there's the piece that it sits down into, welded with the offset that I need. I'm not moving around because I just got done welding and it's hot. Now I gotta do is transfer the bolt pattern for my rack and pinion. Transfer this bolt pattern into this so it'll bolt in, and then I will lay this piece back onto the frame and weld it in place and go from there. Alright, I set this thing down into place. You can see that it's at an angle, and that angle jives really well for me to, once I get it welded in, there'll be a drag link that goes from this arm over to this. Ball joint over there. We'll get this thing tacked up. I'll pull that thing off and weld it solid. The U-joint's on order. The power steering unit is on order, but I can still build the column because I'm going to use just 3/4 rod into 3/4 DOM to build the column. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a tilt column too. It's a little extra work, but I think it'll be to my advantage. You know, I'll come up with some brackets to go from here to here with a pivot point that intersects the U-joint so that my steering column can go up and down, and it just pivots right off of the U-joint. This will probably be the last thing I do out here tonight. The rack and pinion is mocked up in there. Well, not mocked up, well, the bracket's welded solid. I just got a couple bolts sticking in it. There's the tie rod. What I got is this